Hello, everyone, and welcome to DeVos Fieldhouse. This is Hope College Sports Information Director Alan Babbitt here from the beautiful campus at Hope College, calling the action for today's volleyball match between the Flying Dutch and the St. Mary's Bells. This is a matchup of second and fourth place teams in the MIAA. Flying Dutch in second place with a 9-2 league record, and St. Mary's in fourth place with a 6-5 league record. St. Mary's looking to qualify for the MIAA tournament next month. That will determine who advances and gets the league's automatic bid to the NCAA Division III tournament. These two teams played a thrilling 5-set match down in St. Mary's earlier this season. The Flying Dutch emerged victorious, and we will look for another great match this evening. As the seconds wind down, both teams have completed their pregame warm-ups, and we will now honor our country with our national anthem. evening. Play some volleyball here this evening at DeVos Fieldhouse on the DeYoung court. Flying Dutch's home court, and they will look to pick up an important MIAA win and keep in strong position for that number 2 seed for the November 3, November 4 conference tournament at minimum. The Flying Dutch have a match remaining next week at first place Calvin, so they're still in the hunt. Going to need some help, but they got to take care of business themselves on the volleyball court beginning this evening against St. Mary's. Again, these two teams played a 5-set thriller at St. Mary's, and we are expecting another tight contest here today. Flying Dutch are coming off a split of their 4 matches at the Midwest Invitational. They hosted this past weekend. Almost had a thrilling 5-set victory over 14th ranked Milliken, Illinois, but dropped the 5th set 21-19. And they'll look to rebound this evening. Hard to believe, but the last week of the regular season home games for the Flying Dutch. They'll be back here on Saturday for Senior Day against Kalamazoo, and then be on the road next week against Calvin and Albion. And we will have Mallory Luke service to get this match underway. Attack is in by Marielle Corbett, and the Bells pick up the first point, and Marielle will go back to serve. Dug by Gabby Vachon. Over to Paige Baker, and she answers for the Flying Dutch. Substitution. Jenna Vanderlaan will come in and go to the back row, and Jenna will serve for the Flying Dutch. Over to the left-handed Rachel Bonnick, but Paige Baker and Haley Muller were there for the block. Point Hope. Jenna Vanderlaan back to serve. Good serve there. Rashawn sets it up to Sophie Hackett. Over to Haley Muller. Muscles through the block of Rachel Bonnick. 3-1 Hope. Touch there, but good job by Jenna Vanderlaan. Flying Dutch able to recover though and get it over. Set up. Flying Dutch recover. Over to Haley Muller. Driven through, over. Back to Paige Baker. Through the block and out of bounds. Point Hope College. Jenna Vanderlaan will continue serving. 4-1 our score here in the first set. Over to the left-handed Rachel Bonnick, but it is wide. Point Hope College. Great start for the Flying Dutch here today. Dug out by Vanderlaan. Quickly over to Muller. And it is wide. Point St. Mary's. Leah Buck into the front row for the Bells. Alyssa Chong will go back to serve. Paige Baker blocked by the Bells. Flying Dutch recover. Haley Muller deflected. Shot and a point for Nicole Lukens. The Bells have players from Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, and California. Flying Dutch have California as well as Colorado, Wisconsin, Indiana, and Michigan. Driven to Muller. Shot is called deep. Point Hope. And the Bells have pulled back within 1 point at 5-4 here in this first set. Mallory Luke with a dig. Over to Paige Baker. Nice back up there by Jenna Vanderlaan. And Haley hits that into the net. And the Bells have answered to tie the score. Sophie Hackett. And great play by Sophie to catch the defense off guard. Point Hope to stop the St. Mary's run. Katie Rietberg into the front row for Hope. Junior from here in Holland, Michigan, West Ottawa High School product. Haley Muller is back to serve. Point St. Mary's on the kill by Leah Buck. Rachel Bonnick will serve. Left-handed serve dug by Haley Muller. Sophie Hackett with a great reaction play. Haley Muller had done a dig, but it had a lot of mustard on it, and Sophie wisely sent it over, and the St. Mary's defender made the quick decision. Ball went out of bounds. Paige Baker back to serve for Hope. Over, nice play there. Poor dig there, but Morgan Vanderway was quick to react, and we are all tied at 7. Nicole Lukens back to serve. High arcing serve. Sophie Hackett finds the St. Mary's defense cheating too far up. Substitution in for Hope. Leah Dunlap will enter the front row for Hope. Sophie Hackett will serve. And an ace for Sophie. Rode up deep on the St. Mary's player, and that's a big point for Hope, 9-7. Attack over to Leah Buck, and she muscles it through. Leah will head to the sidelines. Alyssa Chong will come to the front row for the Bells. Vanessa Reinhout hits that deep, and we are square again at 9. And St. Mary's looking to bolster its position, and in its case, to make the MIAA tournament. Top 4 teams will do that. Blocked by St. Mary's. Loose ball at the net. Good reaction by Mallory Luke. Over to Katie Rietberg, and the block by Alyssa Chong and Morgan Vanderway. And the Bells had their first lead of the match. Almost a very soft serve there by Audrey Shannon. It just did not have enough to go over the net. And that evens the match at 10, or evens the score at 10. Gabby Vachon into the back row, and Gabby will serve. And she responds with unfortunate serving error of her own. Point Bells, and Morgan Vanderway will go back to serve. Leah Dunlap, picked up by the Bells. Over to left-handed Bonnick. Good block there. Gabby Vachon picks it up. Vanessa Reinhout hits it wide. And the Flying Dutch are down 12-10 here in this first set. Difference in the match so far, St. Mary's hitting 250, while Hope's just hitting 059. Haley Muller. Over to the Bonnick, blocked. Bells dig it out. And that is ruled 4 hits, did not get over. (12-11) our score. Mallory Luke back by her bench to serve. And another service error for Hope. Flying Dutch hurting themselves right now. 6 hitting errors for Hope to 3. Michelle Corbett back to serve. Up to Leah Dunlap, and Leah gets it through. Point Hope College. Flying Dutch get the serve back. Leah will exit for Jenna Vanderlaan to go into the back row, and Jenna will serve. 13-12 our score, first set. Dug out by Jenna Vanderlaan. Over to Paige Baker. Nice recovery by the Bells. Flying Dutch will reset. Sophie finds the St. Mary's defense cheating up a little bit. Point Hope, and we are all square at 13. Over to Bonnick, left-handed serve. Nice job by the Flying Dutch to keep the rally going. But Nicole Lukens ends the rally quickly with that kill. Nicole Lukens back into the match in the front row. Alyssa Chong will serve. Paige Baker with a touch. Bells respond. Nice job by Gabby Vachon to hustle. Keep the rally going. Over to Haley Muller. Dug over. Jenna Vanderlaan picks it up. Set off a little bit, but it goes over. Rally continues. And we got a setting error on Sophie Hackett. Point for the Bells. Flying Dutch had a nice run to start, but have not been able to match that yet so far. Alyssa Chong will serve again. Over to Haley Muller, touch. Dug out, and Gabby Vachon will get it over to keep the rally going. Over to Nalia Buck, and that's a point for the Bells. Bells have their largest lead of the match so far. 16-13 our score. Over to Haley Muller, and she nails it down. Point Hope College, big one there. Hope looking to get its hitters going. Sophie Hackett is responsible for 4 of the 8 kills. And normally that's not a good sign when you got your setter as your leading hitter. Ball kept alive after the scramble. Through the block, dug up. Good job there by the Flying Dutch, and the rally will continue. And we got a setting error on the Bells. 16-15 our score. Haley Muller back to serve. Dug out by Haley. Over to Paige Baker. Bell's able to keep it going though. Bonnick powers through, but the Flying Dutch will send it over. Back over to Leah Buck. And she is stronger at the net this time. And Rachel Bonnick will go to serve. Over to Katie Rietberg, blocked by the Bells, and a block. And a missed handle of that dig by Jenna Vanderlaan, and we have a timeout. 18-15 our score. We'll have a 1-minute break here as the teams talk things over. Did you know that more than 500 students participate in our athletic program here at Hope College every year? And our athletes and our coaches are passionate about using sports, academics, and service to shape their time here at Hope College. You can help join their team by making a gift to our Hope College Orange and Blue Fund. Gifts to the Orange and Blue Fund are used to enhance the student-athlete experience here at Hope College and providing access to college for all Hope College students. Go to hope.edu/Orange Blue Fund to learn more and donate today. Flying Dutch will be back here at DeVos Fieldhouse on Saturday at 4 o'clock. Senior Day match against the Hornets. Paige Baker, Leah Dunlap, Sophie Hackett, Mallory Luke, and Haley Muller all will be honored in pre-match ceremonies. Hard to believe this is how fast the fall season can go, but last remaining regular season matches for the Flying Dutch. And we have yet to be seen if we'll be back here for postseason play. We are ready to go back at it. Rachel Bonnick, lefty, will serve. Over to Paige Baker, blocked. Back over to Sophie. Bells tip it up. Blocked by Hope. Bells send it over. Bad dig there. And the Bells are pushing. 19-15 our score here in this first set. Over to Rietberg. Bells scramble, but get it over. Over to Paige Baker, and it is deep. 20-15 our score. Katie Rietberg finds the crease in the St. Mary's defense. Paige will go back to serve. Vanessa Reinhout into the front row for Hope. Paige with a very hard serve. And it is too much. The shot by Nicole Lukens for the Dutch. And that's a point for St. Mary's. Mallory Luke will come into the back row. Nicole Lukens will serve. Nice shot there. Well placed by Vanessa Reinhout. Leah Dunlap back into the front row for Hope. Sophie Hackett will serve. Bad dig there. Vanessa Reinhout. Jolly on the spot. Takes advantage of the St. Mary's turnover. Poor dig there. And that's a point for Hope, 21-18. Nice dig by Haley Muller there. Quick set to Vanessa Reinhout. And the shot by Marielle Corbett is wide. Hope within two, and we're going to have another timeout. This one by St. Mary's. Their lead is whittled to 21-19. Now, if you haven't had a chance to come to the Voss Fieldhouse and check out a volleyball match here, you're definitely missing something big and something fun and a great way to spend either an afternoon and evening. You can come out this Saturday again, 4 o'clock. And if you come, you'll have a chance to win a Buffalo Wild Wings gift certificate with our Buffalo Wild Wings trivia contest that we have at every Saturday home event here at Hope College. You can come here, find the trivia question on the Hope Athletics Twitter account with the hashtag BWWBrainbuster and answer the question, and you will be entered in a drawing to win and take home a Buffalo Wild Wings gift certificate right there that day. Enjoy some great wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. We appreciate their support of Hope Athletics. But you got to be here to have a chance to win. So come out this Saturday and enjoy some great volleyball and get a chance to take part in our BWW Brainbuster Trivia Contest. Sophie Hackett back to serve. Dug out by Mallory Luke, off the net, but too much. Great shot there by the Bells. And they stem the Hope run. Audrey Sherman back to serve. Miss hit there by the Flying Dutch. Another timeout for Hope. Quick 2 points from St. Mary's. As a reminder, the MIAA tournament will feature 4 teams and will be held on Friday and Saturday, November 3 and 4 at the regular season champion. Right now, Calvin is in the driver's seat in terms of claiming the top seed. The Knights hold a 2-game lead over Hope, which is in second place. Now Calvin won last year's tournament, but Hope won the championship match in a thriller to advance to the NCAA tournament. The winner of the league tournament gets an automatic berth to the NCAA tournament, and anyone else is going to be in need of an at-large berth. The field for the national tournament will be announced on Monday, November 6th on NCAA.com. Flying Dutch have made the NCAA tournament 9 seasons in a row. A terrific run as they have established themselves as one of the top teams in the country. National champions, of course, in 2014. Audrey Shannon back to serve. Flying Dutch looking to rally down 4. Katie Rietberg powers it. Great hustle, though, by the Bells. Keeps the rally going. Back to Leah Dunlap and in. Katie Rietberg will exit. Gabby Vachon will come in to the back row, and Gabby will serve. Good block there by Leah Dunlap and Vanessa Reinhout. Over to Haley Muller. Dug out by the Bells. Bells get it over. Hope sets. Haley Muller! Point, Hope College, 23-21. The Bells lead cut to 2. Blocked by Hope. Bells able to recover. Gabby Vachon digs it up. Vanessa Reinhout! And Hope College has answered with a run of 3 points. Timeout, St. Mary's. Great response by Hope. This has been a back and forth match. The Flying Dutch have been the chaser really since the first, scoring first 5 of the first 6 points. Give a quick stat update. Sophie Hackett still leads the Flying Dutch, 4 kills. 3 apiece for Vanessa Reinhout and Haley Muller. Leah Dunlap with 2 and Katie Rietberg with 1. Flying Dutch hitting 182 as a team. The Bells are hitting 184, led by 4 kills apiece for Leah Buck and Nicole Lukens. Marielle Corbett has 2 kills, and Morgan Vanderway has 1 kill. Hope with 20 digs, led by Sophie Hackett's, led with 20 digs, led by Jenna Vanderlaan, 7. St. Mary's with 16 digs, with Marielle Corbett with 5. And then center-wise, both Morgan Vanderway and Sophie Hackett have 10 assists apiece. Gabby Vachon will serve. Teams are out of timeouts. Gabby gets it in. Good serve there. Chance for the opportunity. Vanessa Reinhout gets it over. Dug out by Gabby Vachon. Valerie Luke gets it over. Keeps the rally going. Block by Leah Dunlap, Vanessa Reinhout. We are all square. 23-23. 4 consecutive points for the Flying Dutch. Ooh, just deep. Tough break. Bells will get their first match point. Over to Leah Dunlap. Bells dig it out, though. Over to Rachel Bonnet. And that is point, and that's the first set to St. Mary's. 25-23. The teams will switch sides, and we will be back here in 3 minutes. Final seconds here ticking down before we get this first serve going for this second set. St. Mary's took the first one 25-23. The Flying Dutch will look to even this match here in the second set. Officials are checking over back to serve for St. Mary's will be Morgan Vanderway. Over to Vanessa Reinhardt in the middle. Great job. Point Hope. Like to see the Flying Dutch attack the middle more in this set. They were going outside early and had some success late in that second set getting it into the middle. Miscommunication there. Fortunately for Hope, that's an ace. Point Hope College. Again, the Flying Dutch getting off to a quick start. Mallory Luke will serve. Into the net, Point Hope College. That serve is deep. Just got a little bit away from Mallory. Point Bells, 3-1 our score. Marielle Corbett back to serve. Over to Leah Dunlap. Bell scramble. Get it up. Good back up there by Sophie. Over to Haley Muller. Paige Baker, the Bells with a great recovery. Over to Leah Dunlap. Gets away from her and hits it high. Bells back to within a point. 3-2 our score here in the second set. St. Mary's with the serve. Leah Dunlap pushes it over. Dug by Haley Muller. Sophie, back over. Just a little bit off there. Flying Dutch unable. A little bit of hesitation there. Unfortunately, that is a point for St. Mary's. We are all tied at 3-3. Gabby Vachon with the dig. Over to Haley Muller. And that is ruled double contact. Point St. Mary's. Bells have taken the lead. Over to Haley Muller. And it's into the pole, and that is a point for St. Mary's. Five-3 our score, second set. St. Mary's up 1-0. Over to Leah Dunlap. Dug by the Bells, and a miss hit. Point for Hope. Jenna Vanderlaan will come in to serve for Hope. For Rachel Bonnick, blocked by Hope. And it is hit deep. Alyssa Chong Hits it out. The Flying Dutch are back, even at 5-5. Ball hit, deflected by Hope, 6-5. St. Mary's, Alyssa Chong will serve. Sophie Hackett blocked in the middle there. Leah Buck was anticipating her attempt at a kill. 7-5 St. Mary's. Over to Paige Baker, block. And that's going to bring a timeout from head coach Becky Schmidt. 60-second break. Want to say hello to my daughters, Madeline and Annalise, and my wife Krista at home watching this broadcast. Appreciate their support of me, letting me do the job that I do here at Hope College. Madeline was able to join other young boys and girls recently for the Hope Volleyball Clinic. What a blast. Great chance for 3rd through 6th graders to learn about the game from Hope volleyball players, and grateful Madeline was old enough this year to be able to do that. We look forward to that every year. Quick timeout there for Becky Schmidt and the Flying Dutch. Got a little too predictable there the last few points, and that has put Flying Dutch in an early hole in this second set. 8-5 our score. They're down 1 set to 0 after losing the opener 25-23. Alyssa Chong back to serve. Over to Haley Muller. Dug out by the Bells. Net violation on Hope. Point St. Mary's. Nice dig there by Mallory Luke. Over to Haley Muller. Dug out nicely by Alyssa Chong. Bells will send it over. A setting error. 10-5 our score. Paige Baker winds up, but a nice block there for Nicole Lukens. And Leah Buck. $11-5 our score. Rose Thompson in for the Flying Dutch. Paige Baker off the Hope block. Substitution, Haley Muller back in. Katie Rietberg will come into the front row. 11-6 our score. Rachel Bonnick, dug out nicely by Mallory Luke. Over to Katie Rietberg. Blocked at the net by Paige Baker. Illegal hit by a lift by Hope. 12-6 our score. My Dutch just haven't been able to put string of things together yet. We'll need to do that to get back in this match. Into the net, point. Hope. Vanessa Reinhout will come into the middle. for the Flying Dutch. Paige Baker back to serve. Into that, point St. Mary's. Nicole Lukens to serve. Over to Vanessa Reinhout. Bell's rally. Send it over. Sophie Hackett has to hit the off dig. Point Hope. St. Mary's hits it out. 13-8 our score. Leah Dunlap. Into the front row for the Flying Dutch. Sophie Hackett to serve. Quick set to Vanessa Reinhout. Over to Leah Dunlap. Nice rally continues. Over to Katie Rietberg. Vanessa Reinhout, yes! Point Hope College. Again, that middle, a key point for the Flying Dutch. Sophie Hackett to serve. Marielle Corbett with the kill. Audrey Shannon back to serve. Katie Rietberg. Point Hope. That'll draw Gabby Vachon up. (14-10) our score. St. Mary's in the lead. Second set. Blocked by Vanessa Reinhout and Haley Muller. Flying Dutch chipping away. Down 14-11. Gabby Vachon will continue to serve. Haley Muller into the net. Sophie Hackett just could not quite get there in time to get a good set. So point St. Mary's, 15-11 our score. Morgan Vanderway to serve. Ooh, loose ball there for Hope. Just off balance. And that's a missed opportunity for the Flying Dutch. Those are ones when you're down, you really got to be able to get that. Timeout, Hope College, down 17-11. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Monday, hit the road.
Honey, did you remember to bring the GPS?
Nope.
Oh. Well, you have an app on your phone to tell us how to get where we're going?
I do not.
Really? So you have an actual map, like the kind that are hard to fold? You just know where you're going?
No idea.
Don't be this guy when it comes to financial planning. LVZ Advisors. We'll help get you there.
Hey, we're a little lost. You know where the lake is?
Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse at Hope College. Flying Dutch in a little bit of trouble early in this MIAA match. Trying to get some momentum going here late in the season. Vanessa Reinhout into the net. Ace for the Bells. Rose Thompson in the game. Flying Dutch looking for a spark. Rally continues. Over to Leah Dunlap. Hits it deep. $18 hitting errors for the Flying Dutch. They have 19 kills and 18 errors. That is makes things tough. Sophie Hackett gets it over. And a break for the Flying Dutch. Paige Baker into the middle. Blocked by Rose Thompson and Paige Baker. There's a little energy from the freshman. Mallory Luke serve. Dug by Sophie Hackett. Rose Thompson gets it over. Into the middle, nice block there by Alyssa Chong. Just in. Ace, St. Mary's up 22-13. Rose Thompson dug out nicely by Audrey Shannon. Hey, point Hope. Jenna Vanderlaan into the match. Jenna will back to serve. Hope down 22-14. Muscled through by Alyssa Chong. Paige Baker gets it through. Substitution Hope. Katie Rietberg in to the front row. Adair Cutler, another freshman, will go to the back row, and Adair will serve. Good serve by Adair. Gets the Bells out of system. Over to Paige Baker. Hits it off the block. Point Hope College. Fifth kill of the night for Paige. there to serve. Nice shot there by Leah Buck of St. Mary's. And the Bells will look at set point. Katie Rietberg, dug out by Audrey Shannon. Miss hit, going to be ruled a block. Unfortunate break for the Dutch. Katie Rietberg. Flying Dutch stay alive. Paige Baker back to serve. A little ping pong action there. Over to Leah Buck. And that is set point. Flying Dutch are down 2-0. We will take a 3-minute break and be back with the third set of this MIAA match here at DeVos Fieldhouse at Hope College. Special thank you to Lawrence and Vanderswart for helping us bring this broadcast to you, and I appreciate all their support of Hope College athletics throughout the school year.
We've intentionally never had minimum account sizes. Our philosophy has always been, if you're willing to put in the work and we'll collaborate and we set the plan in place and you're willing to go along with this plan and to put forth effort to this plan, we're happy to work with you. It's what we love to do. And so we have people coming in from the very starting point all the way to, to the wealthy people. It's all different scenarios. Financial planning is not just for the wealthy. We've intentionally never had minimum account sizes. Our philosophy has always been, if you're willing to put in the work and we'll collaborate and we set the plan in place and you're willing to go along with this plan and to put forth effort to this plan, we're happy to work with you. It's what we love to do. And so we have people coming in from the very starting point all the way to, to the wealthy people. It's all different scenarios. Financial planning is not just for the wealthy.
Back here ready for the third set. Flying Dutch have nothing to do but win these last three. Down to their last set, down 0-2. Also in action tonight, Hope College men's soccer team is down in Olivet, taking on the Comets. That match is tied 1-1 at halftime. Flying Dutch took an early lead on a Christian Dalt goal, but the Comets answered 8 minutes later, and we are all square heading into the second half. Again, these two teams played a five-setter down at St. Mary's earlier this season. Hope emerged victorious. We'll need to come back with the final three sets But they got to start with this one. Mallory Luke to serve. Over to Haley Muller, just out. Over to Paige Baker. Dug out by Audrey Shannon. Rachel Bonnick blocked. Rally continues. Back over to Haley. The Bells keep it alive. Nice block by Hope. Long rally here between the two teams. And that one's a winner for Hope. One our score. Jenna Vanderlaan enters the match and heads back to serve. Dug out by Mallory Luke. Jenna will get it over. Miss hit there by Sophie Hackett. Into the net, point Hope. 2-2 our score. Audrey Shannon enters the match for the Bells. And Katie Rietberg in for Hope. Powerful kill there from Leah Buck. Point St. Mary's. Dug out there, but goes wide. Point St. Mary's. Five to our score. Over to Paige Baker, block out of bounds. Point Hope. Vanessa Reinhout into the front row for the Flying Dutch. Point St. Mary's. Nicole Lukens back to serve. Vanessa Reinhout blocked by Leah Buck. And Marielle Corbett, 7-3. Break for Hope there. Serve goes out of bounds. Substitution, Leah Dunlap will enter the front row. into the net. Second consecutive point for Hope. 7-5 our score. Sophie Hackett back to serve. Out of bounds. Point St. Mary's. Lissa Chong back in for the Bells. Point St. Mary's. Break for the Bells. Dig went over, but Flying Dutch cannot get to it. Timeout, Hope. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Hope crowd trying to give the Flying Dutch a boost. Been a tough sledding so far against St. Mary's. Over to Katie Rietberg, dug out by Audrey Shannon. And that has been the kind of night it's been so far. Bells come up with a tough dig. Get a kill opportunity together, and the Flying Dutch get a hand on the ball, but it falls to the court, and a point for St. Mary's. Miss serve there. Emily Farwell coming to the match. Flying Dutch running out of time. An ace by Audrey Shannon. Out of bounds, too deep on the shot. Nice hustle there by Derek Cutler, keeps the rally going. Blocked by Hope. And Morgan Vanderway wins it at the net. Tough set there, or tough dig, and a legal set there. Timeout, Hope. St. Mary's in control. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
You know, when you're more than a manager, you're not just saying, wow, you came in, thanks for coming in, and you know, this is what your investment did. It's so much more than that. There's so much more going on in their lives than just these investments, and it's good to understand that totality so that you can say, well, you know, I know there's a better way of doing this, or I have a resource. I know, you know, there's some other resources that we can help you with here. So it's not just financial planning. It's serving people. It's serving people and loving on people, and that's very joyful.
Back here at Hope College. A surprise here. St. Mary's in firm control. Serving up 17-5 here in the third set, looking for a sweep. There we go. Point Hope. Gabby Vachon into the back row. And Gabby will serve. Nice job there by Emily Farwell. Takes advantage of the St. Mary's miscue. Point Hope. Block at the net. Emily Farwell teams up with Leah Dunlap. Another point for Hope. 3 in a row. And that is hit wide. Another point for Hope. 17-8. All the Flying Dutch can do. Chip away, chip away. Over to Haley Muller. Dug out by the Bells. Through the block. Marielle Corbett. Point St. Mary's. Morgan Vanderway back to serve. Blocked by Marielle again. Substitution Hope. Ryan Stutz in for the Flying Dutch. Legal hit there on Hope. Blocked by Emily Farwell and Ryan Stutz. Paige Baker into the middle. 21-9 our score. A legal hit. Point Hope. Back over, Haley Muller, dug out by Audrey Shannon. Out. Point Hope. Ooh, tough misserve. Point Hope. Jenna Vanderlaan in for the Flying Dutch. Off the block. Point St. Mary's. Rally continues. Almost a miss hit. Muller. Point Hope. (23-13) our score. Blocked by the Bells. First match point for St. Mary's. Katie Rietberg. Dug out. Sophie Hackett sends it over. Bells recover. Rally continues. Katie Rietberg and out. And that's all she wrote. Unfortunately for the Flying Dutch, they are defeated 25-23, 25-17, 25-13. Thank you for everyone here to help bring you this broadcast. We look forward to having you follow and watch another Hope event very soon. We'll be back on the air this Saturday with a men's and women's soccer doubleheader, including senior day for the men's soccer team, and then volleyball senior day on Saturday against Kalamazoo. This is Alan Babbitt, Hope College Sports Information Director, signing off. Thanking you for listening today, and we look forward to many more Hope Athletic events in the future. Go Hope.
My 32 years, I can look back at clients and realize that when I started with them in my mid-30s, I was one of many professionals in their life. But since then, their doctors retired, their attorneys retired, their ministers retired, all the key people in their life retired, but we're still there. And over time, we end up being very, very close to our clients. It's very hard to talk about your financial history without talking about your family history. We get to know it, we keep it confidential, and you can't help but begin to love these people.